pre, during, and post final season, this last one, it was every single night I was going to bed at like 2:30 at the earliest. It was so awful. It was so freaking unhealthy. And it was different every day. Like, some days I would be playing Smash Bros. With my friend, or like watching a movie or YouTube, or like playing ranked Marvel Rivals, which was the unhealthiest option available. Which was really bad. It was really, really cooked. And I hated it, but like, it was just like, it's one of those things where it's like, the rhythm is so hard to break. It's so hard to break. And for me, it's easier to stay up and be tired than it is to go to bed while I'm awake. You know what I mean? Like, to rest down while I'm awake is much harder for me than staying up while I'm tired. It's so annoying. It's crazy. 2 in the morning for me right now. And I don't mean to talk about this and like bring anyone down who might be up super late. Because, like, for some people, like, that works super well for them. But, like, for me, I just can't, dude. Like, I can do it, right? Like, because it was a thing. I had really unhealthy repetition with staying up so late. But, like, I was doing it so consistently. Like, I pulled it off. Right? But, like, every single night, I just felt like shit. Because I finally, like, get into bed at, like, 2 or 3 in the morning. And then I would go on my phone. And I'd stare at my phone and, like, just mindlessly scroll. And then it's 3 in the morning. And I'm like, dude, what am I doing? But then I've been staring at a screen all night long that it's so hard for me to even, like, be tired. It's so hard for me to even fall asleep. Like, my eyes are just so messed up from staring at the screen for hours. And it was this really, really unhealthy repetition, bro. I was just like, what am I doing, dude? I was like, what am I doing? But then part of it is that it was about to be final season. And then it was final season. And I was like, well, I'm gonna go home back to PA in a few months. Or in a few days. Or weeks, or whatever it was. So I'm like, I don't need to fix it yet. What do you mean you don't have to fix it yet? What do you mean, bro? No, like, I'm okay. Like, I'll fix it when I'm home. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, bro. Like, yes, that's true. But why do I make myself wait? It's like, I'm never the... Damn it. It's like, I'm never the one to induce the change. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying that kind of for this specific situation. I'm not saying, like, I'm consistently the problem all the time. I'm just saying that, like, in this scenario, like, why am I waiting for change to affect me before I change? Why can't I spark the change? You know what I mean? So, that's kind of... That's, like, the problem that I face. I'm skipping the song. I don't change, like, you know what I mean? It's like I wait for the environment to force me to change rather than I spark the change myself. Goomay, didn't you get marked by me like a month ago? What, in Clash Royale? Yeah, probably. That's me right now, lol. Well, if you're comfortable doing that, like, that's the thing. Some people are super comfortable staying up until 2 in the morning every night. Some people love doing that. I have to, it sucks. But yeah, that's different. Like, you're working a night shift. Like, that's different, bro. That's entirely different. And then, like, the thing is that if you're working night shifts, that's kind of what, like, obviously, like, relationships and friends and family, like, that's the one thing. But, like, if you're working nights, I see that as, like, that doesn't really count. Like, that kind of exempts you from the conversation at hand. At least that's how I see it, personally. Like, what I'm talking about is, like, me who I need to spend my day studying. Or, like, need. I need to spend my day, like, making content. I know, that is a very, like, privileged position to say. But, like, that's kind of how I see it. Like, I need my daytime, but I ruin my nighttime because it's the one break that I get. You know what I mean? But, like, if you're working a night shift, it's an entirely different conversation. Like, Cam, Zaddy, whoever else is a night shift worker, like, that's entirely different because your day kind of revolves around that. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it might suck at the same time, where it's like, you don't really want to have to do it, but you must. But, like, it's slightly more okay because you revolve your day around working that night shift, so you get, like, a little bit more used to it. You know what I mean? Let me know if I'm wrong, though, because once again, it's a privileged position to say something like that, where I haven't had to do that, but that's just kind of what I imagine it would be like. Even before I worked night shift, I stayed up till 3 or 4 a.m., wake up around 10 to 12. I don't know how I made it work. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I'm in that situation where, like, I was doing that, and I made it work. But then it gets to a point where it's like, I hate that I made it work. Yo, I'm back my network account for a sec. Welcome back, Colt. We're talking about, like, staying up late and bad sleep schedules and splish. I mean, it's harder when you have the doctors in the morning. You got to stay up even though you're just tired. Yeah, that's another thing. The world doesn't revolve around night shifts. You can make your own world revolve around it, but like family, friends, doctor's appointments, even like shopping, those things you can't change the times of. Like, you have to, night shift or not, you have to revolve around that. It's like a weird double dynamic. Well, there's less manager/management during night shifts. You also miss social events from friends and family. Yeah, that's like I think if anything, that's the biggest thing to focus on. It's like it just sucks. Like, it's really, really hard. The friends and family seems to be like the biggest impact, because I mean, also, like, that's coming from a time of, even if you don't celebrate right now, even if you don't celebrate Christmas particularly, right now is such a big time of family and being in good company and hanging out with loved ones. I mean, that and Thanksgiving, like, the whole thing is, this whole, like, section of the year is kind of all about that. And it's really, really hard to sacrifice those. Midday, I just have my mom drive while I sleep or drink a Monster. Hey, that caffeine, though. Gotta pull it off somehow. I work 12-hour shifts, so I sleep for 6 to 7 hours. And then gotta get ready for work again. Yeah, that's insane. I hope you get overtime for that.